Okay, now what we want to happen is when we click this button here, when we actually push play and then click the button, then we will actually go to the game scene and play it. Okay, let's rename this to game scene. So I'm going to control click and say rename. I probably could have just double clicked in there. We're going to call this game scene. I'm going to leave the word game in there. Call it, oops, I misspelled it. Let's go back into game scene, okay? And then we have to do this. We have to go File, Build Settings, and we have to make sure that we have the scenes in here. So we have this build scene. I'm sorry, we have this scene. You could drag them in from your scenes folder right up in here. And I think we probably want main menu first, right? Yeah, I think that's how it would load in order. Well, let's just drag that one on top just in case, okay? So now that we have the scenes in the build settings, we could actually tell these buttons to, we could refer to these and tell our code to make it the game go to whatever scene we want. And so we're gonna do that right now. I know I provided all the code earlier, but we're gonna actually write a script and then gonna make this scripts game object. We're gonna say add a component. Let me open up my scripts folder. We have one so far. So we're gonna right click here and we're gonna say create a C# script. Yours might look around, it might not say C# script. You might have to look through the menu and find like a monoscript option. And then let's go ahead and do that. And we'll call this menu script, okay? And then we're basically gonna open this up. You could see when it's selected, it kind of shows you in the inspector what's, it shows you what's already written on here. We're just gonna create a new void that says go to the game scene. Okay, so let's do this. Let's open this up. I'm gonna double click it and it'll open this up. And we're gonna make it, we're gonna write void, but we're gonna write public void, so that makes it public, so we could actually my typing's messed up today. Public void, we're gonna say go to game, okay? And then we're gonna put these curly brackets, and we're gonna tell it to go to a scene, and we need then to be able to use, we're gonna say using Unity Engine's scene management. So we're gonna go Unity Engine dot scene management, okay? And then now we could say, we could tell the, let's see what kind of code we would need to do that. So this is how I like to search. If you don't know how to do this, that's another class's work. Let's just say unit. We'll just type in the word Unity, and we will say open scene, and let's see what we get there. Right here we get scene manager load scene, and it'll give you a little bit of script down here. We could just write it like this. Okay, that'll add it in on top, I know that. And the most simple one is this, I believe. Scene manager load scene. So I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna go back into my editor here, and I'm gonna say, oop, I forgot the S. Scene manager load scene, and then we're gonna call it, we need to put quotes, and it's, I think we said game scene, right? And it's in quotations, quotation mark, and that's supposed to be a capital S, that's why it's underlined. Scene manager load scene game scene. Now when I save this, I come back into my game, you'll see it like do its little loading up thing. And then in scripts, what I want to do now is just drag this menu script onto it. Sorry about the little hesitation there. Okay, I need to then select the button, open up the canvas, select the button, and remember in this field right here, we can click this little add thing, and we drag the scripts object in here. Seems like a little bit of unnecessary steps if you want to think of it that way. Otherwise, you could say this is really convenient, and then you could pick the function called go to game. Okay, So we wrote the script, we attach it to the button, it's sitting on this game object. The script is sitting on that game object. And now when we push play, it loads up the game scene. And it just go ahead and it just plays. Okay, and you could go ahead and you could just go ahead and play it. Right? Okay. So we'll put the sound in there next, and then how about, then when we lose, we'll probably have to put like a go back to main menu or something in case you don't want to just play again. Okay, so there you have it. So we made this scripts game object. We created a menu script. We put the menu script on this game object, and then we linked the button to it. Okay, pretty simple, right? Okay, have fun.